No, we haven't started yet.
Hey, we're live. Cool. So
Oh
what's
my
up,
God.
guys? It's been
After
a few
after
minutes,
weeks.
maybe a few
weeks
weeks.
of
Say.
not uploading.
So we have been kind of busy doing a slight rebranding,
Yes,
and
rebranded.
Talking Tech is no longer a thing. We've just decided it's better for everyone else that we just kind of quit. We have a very busy schedule, so unfortunately, we are stopping Talking Tech and moving on with True Tone. So True Tone is
Ooh.
the new podcast platform that we have. We're just rebranding. We're getting rid of the old stuff, coming in with the new, and getting ready for Ian when he comes back, which will be hopefully very soon. So that
Maybe
should
in
be
like a
very
month.
cool. So don't worry, Marcelo, Furtado, YT, we're still here.
Yeah, we haven't quit.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're definitely still here, and god damn, this fucking 12 Pro Max is way too detailed. Got like every pimple on my forehead. Anyway, yeah, no, so
Yeah, definitely had to pronounce your entire phone name there.
yeah, I probably should have
Just had to name drop that iPhone a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
It's
my iPhone 12
brand
Pro Max,
new.
128 gigabyte with Apple Care Plus.
Brand
That's
new
the most.
$1,200
Oh,
iPhone 12
no.
Pro Max from Verizon.
Verizon.
Well,
Who uses
that was
Verizon?
just an example, but yeah.
I'm not poor. Kidding.
Look,
Shiro. I'm sorry.
he's not the
Like-
only one with Verizon.
Oh, right. Yeah, you use Verizon too. That's unfortunate. I mean, that's good. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so
Verizon
we're back.
is the 4G lead or 4G. Remember when
Yeah.
4G was a thing?
It still is very much a thing.
That was a joke, my guys.
I got my
Sometimes
iPhone
just
12
not using
Pro
5G is better. Just not
for
using it.
$800, new in box. That's
Nice.
Do we have a clap soundtrack yet? No. Okay. We'll work on that. Yeah, I think we got to add some things in. Yeah. So
Well, because
yeah,
StreamYard is so great for doing that.
yeah. No, it's great.
That's
So how
We missed
How's-
all the Apple event stuff, so
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm about to say,
Mhm.
believe me, we'll discuss the Apple event stuff. Honestly, I
Mhm.
have to say, I think it's better that we didn't cover it right afterwards because now that, and I was going to say but now that you guys have some of the stuff that was announced at the event, and now that we've been able to kind of discuss it and kind of think about it for a little bit, I think that it's going to, kind of help with coming up with stuff to talk about. So,
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Drew and I both got the 4-pack of AirTags, the little box thing right here, 4-pack.
Yeah.
And then Chiro got the
Fuck you, Michael. I got the one pack.
1-pack. Yeah. So
yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to get them, but then my store got stock around 1 or 2 o'clock today. So I was
yeah,
like,
it's weird. A lot of stores started getting more stock of these things. I realized Target had 20 of them in stock. So I was like, oh, okay.
20 total or 24 packs?
24 packs, I would assume. I think, yeah, 24 packs. Yeah.
and then I snagged the purple iPhone.
Ooh, let's zoom into that one. That one looks really solid. Got that
If Drew
Thanos
hasn't
wallpaper
changed
too.
12 phones in 1 month at this point yet. What wallpaper is
Oh,
that?
jeez.
What wallpaper?
Is it
It's-
actually Thanos on there?
Yeah, it's like a Thanos. Looks like, yeah.
That's the
Oh,
stock
the
wallpaper,
purple
right?
theme.
Oh, looks dope.
That's the wallpaper that comes with the phone, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Right out of the box.
That's out of the box. That's out of the box, Thanos.
Oh, hey, what's up, McGuire? How's it going? How much money do you drop on Apple products? And my camera suddenly decides to turn off. I didn't do that on purpose, I swear.
He spent so much money, his power went out.
Yeah,
Right?
seriously. I can't
Apple cut the power to his house.
Yeah. I think my phone's overheating. No, it's not. What's wrong? Why is it stopping?
You know, you got 3 dots, 4 dots. It's buffering.
Yeah, I think Apple just decides that I can't afford products, and they're just like, no, you can't afford power now.
You spent too much money today.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I just had to unplug it, plug it back in. That's interesting. Yeah, so let me just grab the total for you real quick. Actually, I can just go my PayPal account. That would be easier. Oh my God, this is not fun.
Hmm.
Let's get a rough estimate for you. So here's a order placed pending payment of $2,628, and then the second payment is $1,095. So roughly $3,800, $3,800.
It's not
Roughly
too-
$3,799 more dollars than anyone else
And
has
that's
to spend on Apple products.
power just caught up again.
And what's crazy is what's crazy is Michael only bought 4 of the AirTag keychains.
Yeah, I only bought 4. I was planning on getting more, but it's just like I kind of felt generous that day. Yeah, I don't know why I only bought 4. Also, I don't know why this isn't working. Auto? Maybe if I just use Wi-Fi.
Hopefully, you can stream off those new products you bought.
Yeah, God, my phone's taped to my G9, and I'm just hoping that it doesn't damage the display doing this, but we'll see. You
know what?
never know until it
Nick,
happens.
Did the new iMac come with the 1080p camera that the
Yeah.
last one had?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it has a new 1080p camera.
Okay.
That the
Because the
New
iPad
one.
has 1080p also. The new iPad Pro.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that. That one's pretty dope. I'm excited for that. I personally, I have a silver and a space gray model for the iPad Pro 12.9 inch coming in. Those are base models, of course, because I don't have money. and then the mid tier iMac coming in.
I mean,
so that'll be fun.
Do you really need a 16 gig of RAM model?
Who needs a 16 gig of RAM for your iPad Pro? Like, come on, all right,
That's
let's be
nuts.
real.
Who
8 gigs
but
is like,
but if we're going all there with it, who needs an M1 and an iPad is the real question.
I think
Well,
that's
who
going to be answered in June.
yeah, June, definitely. Yeah.
There you go.
I think we're getting Final Cut for sure. Like, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
we can see Final
That's
Cut.
it.
on the
That's
iPad.
all we're getting. We're not even getting an iOS update. We're just getting Final Cut
Oh,
for
yeah.
iPad. That's it.
Yeah, it's just Final Cut for iOS 14. That's it.
What
Yeah.
are there other? Is it because is Logic Pro already on there? Like
Logic?
what
I don't think Logic's on the iPad. It might be.
I add that. Like whatever Pro apps I think they have, they're going to add. But we're definitely not getting Mac OS. Like
Oh no, we're not. No,
no,
that's
but
unfortunate, but it's not going to happen. So
it'll be interesting though. It's kind of funny if they add Final Cut. It's going to make their event hilarious because they kept showing LumaFusion and other.
Yeah.
And then if they just drop Final Cut on the iPad, no one's using LumaFusion anymore.
oh yeah, no. I mean, they supported all of like those third-party common apps. Like I think they threw Procreate in there maybe, but just all that sort of like iPad-based material, and it's just like, well, you're probably going to be replacing this in the next few months. So,
Right.
oh
Yeah,
well.
it's
Watch
fun.
them release another new iPad at the event.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
iPad's way too limited. Yeah, definitely. I mean, iPad OS can't even manage 2 gigs of RAM. I don't think so. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Like it starts to really blur the lines between all the products. So,
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'm just excited to try out the iPad, though. Honestly, like I'm curious to see how it performs and stuff like that compared to the beast of a 12.9. Actually, no, I had an 11 inch 812X. That was the 2018 model. Yeah, that
Those
thing
were
was
sick.
solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's still solid. I don't think you could outperform it too easily with other devices like that in the same
Right.
category.
Well, that's why I got the. So right now I have the M1 MacBook Air with 16 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte storage, and I want to compare it to the iPad eventually because this thing flies. Like it's,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I noticed a massive difference with that extra 8 gigabytes of RAM. Like it's nuts. And
So I've heard, I've kind of asked a few friends about that know more than me about that sort of stuff. So I guess it just uses storage as RAM somewhat, just because it's built in the same SoC. So
just offloads it and
right, yeah, which is kind of strange. I didn't knew it did that, but I guess it does. So
I think Windows does that though.
in some cases, yeah, with the newer CPUs and GPUs like that, yeah. But yeah, this is definitely new to Mac OS, and I'm kind of excited for it. So I
think if like Apple could really bring more features, don't bring all of Mac OS, but bring maybe the file structure
yeah,
to the iPad, and then bring the Pro apps, and then maybe bring some other features that would be awesome, like desktop-like features where like I know there's rumors of like widgets anywhere on the home screen and things.
That part's so annoying on the iPads. I can't believe it doesn't have that. It's
like it would be sick if they do all of that. If they have a better file system, there's no reason to go buy a Surface from Microsoft at all. Like this thing, hands down, destroy the Surface lineup. Because
I know
play Xbox and stuff on the iPad, like
it's
going to destroy the Surface line because the Surface line is more expensive and it also doesn't include the keyboard or their pen or anything. That's all separate. So,
God,
and
I don't know.
It's really funny because they were touting that, like when the Surface originally came out, that was one of their their big features was like
you got to give me a warning before you put me on the stream
with our Surface, and now they don't include it anymore.
Yeah.
What is? Wait, Drew, can you try snapping?
What?
Snapping?
Yeah, no, because I was looking at the stream on my computer and then I was seeing it on my phone and I was really confused. What's going on. Yeah, you gotta give me a warning before you put me in the stream because I was like sighing right when you put me in.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so I don't know if you guys, the people that are new to the stream, came in earlier, but so both Drew and I got the 4-pack of AirTags, the little Mentos shaped items that also find your keys. So they're honestly really cool. I found really no use for them yet, but they're interesting nonetheless.
I never leave my house and I never lose my keys.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what did you guys get them again?
I feel like it's funny because I don't know if you saw like the news about it or whatever, but it was kind of funny because they were talking about how the packaging and the documentation in the box has like a copyright of like 2019. Which is,
right.
Of course,
so it does.
Those
so
those are the only. I believe it's only for the actual key rings.
Yeah,
that's not for the AirTags.
The AirTags is
2021. The thing is that they probably would have been able to sell more if they had released it in 2019 because, that says 2021.
And that's the AirTag. It's on the keychain. So I don't have the box, but which by the way, nobody buy these keychains. Nobody. Apple makes the worst accessory known to man for this keychain.
Apple doesn't make great accessories anyway. I mean, remember the iPhone 5C cases?
Yeah, the keychain.
Honestly, I kind of like that though.
2019. So they made these keychains in 2019 for sure.
God, they've probably been sitting there since 2019. That's why they're so stupid because they're just hardened by now.
If they had released the AirTags in 2019, they would have sold a ton more. Because,
but how would that have worked with the U1 chip, the iPhone 2019, right? That's even before the iPhone 11 came out.
That's the 11. So but from my understanding is they were planning on launching the 10s with the U1 chip originally, and they weren't able to do that due to some sort of hardware limitations. So they had this planned like early 2019 or 2018. These things have been in the works for a
COVID delay,
while.
but more of like a technical difficulty and like actual like engineering problems.
Right. So they meant to launch these in 2020, like Q1 or Q2, whatever, and just silently launch them. But apparently they just couldn't do that because of COVID. So
Who's setting the AirTags up?
I'm trying to. I accidentally popped the back off. I don't know how, but I did, and I don't know how to put it back on. Oh well.
All the copyright documentation says 2021, at least for the AirTag.
Yeah. So as
it comes with a 1-year limited warranty.
But yeah.
Huh.
Well, I mean, it's an Apple product. I'm not too surprised. Yeah.
Can you buy Apple Care Plus on this thing? Like, can you like yeet it?
No.
Right? It gets crushed or something. Can you get it replaced for like $10?
I believe you can with the Hermes ones, but I don't believe you can with the standard ones. And the Hermes ones are stupid.
Did you say Hermes?
Yeah. Why do you keep saying Hermes?
Because that's how they say it.
No.
You mean Hermes?
Yeah.
Hermes.
No, actually. So, fun fact: it's actually not. We've just been taught to say that. It's really not for whatever reason. Even in like France, they say it, as Hermes, which is really strange. But
at least he didn't say it like Hermes, like what Marcus.
Hermes.
Hermes.
Marquez said that in his video, and I wanted to slap him through the internet. I was like,
"Why did you say
sorry,
Hermes?
Did you say Hermes?"
Yeah.
God, yeah, it's horrible.
What?
The comment section was so funny. Everyone was roasting him for it.
I really don't know how to get back.
Price is nuts.
Oh yeah, no. So what I'm gonna try to do? Okay, actually, should I say? Oh, and now it cuts off again. God, I just can't have the camera on for more than 5 minutes. I love it. Shut up! Jesus, stupid AirTag. Okay, and Adam's frozen now. That's just.
I wonder
great.
if anybody bought the 2 terabyte iPad Pro.
Dude,
I don't
man,
think
Mac
so.
OS, they really need to bring Mac OS into the iPad. It would flourish.
Wait,
But they would drop their MacBook sales down by a lot, so it wouldn't make much
Yeah,
sense.
but why
There
don't
we
they
go.
just integrate both their lines, right? What if you make it so the like they make a cheaper version, like when maybe the M3 comes out, right? What if they release an M1 that's like an iPad M1, but you can it's just a Mac OS, and so you can technically buy it as like a cheap version iPad, but also at the same time make it a MacBook. You don't even need a MacBook anymore.
Maybe, I don't know. I think they're not going to do that for sure, but
let me share my screen.
it'd be interesting. Yeah,
I want them to do that. That sounds sick.
I still don't know how to put the cap on this AirTag. I want to figure it out so they can shut up.
Can you see my screen?
I cannot see your screen.
No. Hey
let me
Drew,
try.
if you ever end up selling your AirTags, let me know.
How does that work?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, because they're linked to your Find My. I don't think you can remove them.
You can't?
That's what I was wondering. How do you remove them?
So you guys aren't going to return them?
No.
No, I plan on. I mean, they were like $70 or something. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah, $100 for mine. I mean, I'm gonna keep mine.
I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I mean, they're still
Yeah. Yeah, I still have like 2 out of 2 in the box. I'm trying to get the keychain thing figured out for this one, and then can you please stop making sounds? Thank you.
I know it's just sitting there making a bunch.
Shut
of
up!
sounds.
Jesus, stupid AirTag.
I
Like,
bet
I
mine
don't think
hasn't
so.
made any noise yet.
I don't know if you saw, but not this previous week, but the week before this week on Twitter, I had posted and asked if anybody had could extract the sounds from. Go ahead.
I'm going to be right back now.
Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna see if anyone could extract the sounds from the new update because I wanted to use it as like my text tone.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure it out, but I remembered that like it was probably like a year ago now. Somebody had posted the sounds. I guess it was in like a beta version of iOS or something, and the sounds were like buried in the system.
Mm.
And it turns out they weren't even the same sounds that ended up shipping. So
That's weird.
I don't know what the deal there is, but I'm going to try to at some point extract the sounds from the 14.5 update and try to get like, just
Well,
like
they did have they had AirTags ready for a while on some sort of I can't remember the exact OS. Drew's back. Here we go. So they had AirTags ready, I think in 14.1, I believe, and I think that was leaked through that one Apple support video where it showed you how to reset your iPhone.
Yeah,
I love how they leak it
because
themselves.
because they went and deleted it and then re-uploaded it without the
AirTags thing,
Without
yeah,
AirTags.
which is really strange because it's like a virtual iPhone, so I don't know how they managed to do that. But okay, Drew's back again. We'll see how far this lasts.
It's Apple.
All right.
I mean, if anybody can figure it out, they can.
Now
Yeah.
let
Is that a fly? No, it's just a no.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to try to extract this right now because why not?
iJustine is in the front page of Best Buy.
Can you see my screen now? Let me share
Nope.
now.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Do you see
I
the
don't know.
pricing on this?
What is that?
Wow. Yeah, $2,400 for an iPad.
Yeah,
Good.
that's honestly that's justifiable if that's a drawing tablet, a desktop, a laptop, and an iPad at the same time.
No.
Yeah, justifiable because you're integrating all 4 of those machines into one. Because there's like artists that will draw art on the iPad, right? But if you can also edit your
Yeah.
video on an iPad as well.
But now it has
You know.
Thunderbolt, so how can you justify the storage of 2
Dude,
terabytes?
you could just throw an external drive on there, like a.
Great.
Yeah, but you don't want. What if you don't want to deal with that? You just want to have everything
Well,
on your
then-
iPad.
Well,
For
then
what
what if
it's
you-
worth, though, if you're buying an iPad and you don't already have an external storage device, then you're probably not going to be spending extra to get an external storage device if you're already spending $2,400
Well,
on an iPad.
you probably also already have an Apple One account, so you probably already have terabytes of shared storage. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't find the point of.
I mean,
having
who's going to
2
sign up for a
terabytes
one
on
account
my
when you don't even
device?
want to exercise? You know.
Well, that's just one of the features, though.
man, no, they've really like screwed you on opting into that though, because if you try to take away all the features, like it's so expensive, you might as well pay for Apple One and get everything.
Everything.
Like instead of trying to get all the separate services.
Jeez, that's annoying.
Like you can only save like $4 or $5 in some cases, like by opting out of certain services. It's so
That's
dumb.
stupid.
Yeah. So for like me, since I have to have Apple Arcade because the kids, and then like the extra storage and stuff. If I try to get rid of like the Apple Fitness stuff or Apple TV, it doesn't save me like any money. It saves me like $5. It's like,
Wow.
Yeah,
stupid.
$5. You can buy the chicken nuggets with $5.
Yeah.
Hey,
just got
did you know
Happy
that a
Meal
4-piece chicken McNugget set costs $1? So technically, if you wanted to buy 100 chicken nuggets, you can buy 100 chicken nuggets for $25.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I'll keep that
Yeah.
information.
You actually can save $15 instead of buying. So a 20-piece chicken McNugget set is $8, and if you get 5 of them, it's $40, right? You save $15.
that's funny.
I just wanted to share that fact. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. And us know and the stream know that you can
Chicken
buy.
nugget for $1.
Chicken
Yeah.
nuggets are $1. Yeah, for
This is
know
why
what's-
we changed names from Talking Tech to Truth Tone, because we don't talk tech nearly
You know
half the time we're on here.
Yeah.
You know what's
Chicken
funny?
nuggets.
My sister always tells me that I can, because I'm a vegetarian. She always tells me I can eat McDonald's chicken nuggets though because they're only like 7% meat.
Are they?
Yeah, they're not even like fully meat. Like
I just wow. Okay,
Dude,
that's
when they take a bite out of a chicken McNugget, there's no doubt that that's 100% meat. That consistency is not meat. It's something
I
else.
mean, can you really say you're surprised though?
No,
the percentage of
exactly.
meat is like 7% or something.
it doesn't even taste.
I don't
like
know
chicken
about
anyway,
the specific statistics, but I wouldn't doubt it if it is.
Yeah.
Oh no! Now I closed the AirTag without the battery in it. Now I can't get it open again. Okay, whatever. It's
Do you have greasy ass hands?
no.
Don't
It's
play with
stainless
your
steel.
AirTags.
Yeah, it's just like slippery. I can't like. I don't know. It's like
Go get like soap, like really harsh soap, and then just clean the surfaces of your fingertips for 30 minutes. That'll get rid of all the oil. Boom.
I'm not. But my fingers aren't oily. It's just I don't know how they work.
You don't know how your fingers work.
You
No.
spin to the left.
I don't understand how battery comes out of AirTag. Even though I already successfully did that, I don't know how I did it.
I
So now
don't
I
know
need to
how
figure out how to do
battery
it.
come out of AirTag.
This is why you leave it in the box.
Yeah,
I
I
have a
know. I should.
question. Drew, so I had this project that I was thinking about, right? Well, and
Yeah.
I kind of need your help. This is like an electrical engineering problem, right? I want to try to get a fridge in my room, right? Do you think I could set up a portable?
Like a portable fridge.
No.
Like a mini fridge?
So, yeah, like a mini fridge in my room, right? So I want to put that.
Yeah.
But how many solar panels do you think I would need to be able to power that refrigerator with just solar panels to put in my room?
Depends on how big, I would say.
Yeah, it depends how big the solar panel is. Like how many cells it actually can charge in its panel.
Right? But do I need a battery so it doesn't like die during the night and spoil everything inside?
Probably.
Yeah, most solar panels need a backup battery. You know,
I
that's
feel
how
like
it
if
works.
you're going to that level of effort, though, you probably don't need a fridge in your room.
Yeah, at that point, you
Probably,
might as well just
yeah.
get up and get like your water from your kitchen.
Because
you know that seems easier.
The other thing I was thinking about, like, is there a way I can make a refrigerator on my own? Like just from parts. Like go to Alibaba or AliExpress and just buy all the parts and build it on my own.
Don't do
That was
that.
awesome.
I
Don't do
think so.
that. Don't do that.
I wouldn't mess around with electricity. That sounds a little scary.
Well, if anything, Drew's going to tell you not to do it because he wouldn't do it himself. So,
I mean, I saw an anime where they were making a refrigerator. I'm like, I wonder if I can do that in real life.
yeah. Well,
How-
anime.
You're gonna mess with Freon though, and like try to
Yeah, that's terrifying.
That
like
sounds,
people have hard times getting at like working fridges from like one place to another. Think about like building one. I think
And
that
I'm
would be
pretty-
like 10 times harder.
and I'm pretty sure if you try to buy like Freon, you're probably on a watch list of sorts. Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Never
right.
mind then. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna make a fridge. Don't worry about it.
Like no. I just get to make
Wait, but
fridge. Yes.
What can you make what can you use Freon for? Like, is it dangerous?
I mean, it's a chemical. I mean, Freon.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
mean,
you can make a lot of things with that with Freon.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wait, like, what can you make? Like, I actually don't know.
Some of the things may not be stream friendly that you
Okay,
can make with them. I
really?
think Google could tell you the answer.
You could go old school and just get like an ice box.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what?
just get-
That sounds
throw
better.
some ice.
I'll just
Yeah.
make an icebox. Okay, never mind.
I
I don't know how
Scrap
you're
the
gonna keep it
idea.
cool, but
I'm probably gonna crop this part out later. But yeah, so no more fridge. Never mind.
Well, I mean, if it snows near you, you could just throw some snow in a box and call it a day. I mean,
I
it
guess.
sounds like a great idea. Just keep it near the AC, and it's always cool.
Yeah, because Freon can deplete the ozone completely. Apparently,
I'm not making refrigerator. No, I'm
Oh,
not touching
great.
Freon. I am not touching refrigerator.
Dude, you don't want to delete your ozone layer? What the hell? What's wrong with you?
No,
You want
Yeah, that's-
oxygen in your
that's,
house?
I didn't
That's
know
That's like
it
that's
was
like
that
when Windows
dangerous.
comes up and says this is an irreversible process. Are you sure you want to proceed? And it's like you're
Yeah.
hovering over the yes button, but you're like,
Okay,
"Oh,
let's
no."
move on from this topic. I've learned that
Oh,
it is
that's
not
how.
plausible.
Okay, I figured out how AirTag work. I think maybe I don't know.
You figure out how AirTag work.
So I think you just click it in. Oh god, no! Don't make sounds again.
Did you figure out how a basic battery works?
I think no, it's not the battery. It's the back of the battery.
is that an AirTag or did you just kill your Tamagotchi over there?
Oh god, Drew,
Jesus.
we get that you're a boomer. You don't need to mention
That's what
it.
it sounds like, man. It is so
Kind
annoying.
of does, though. It's
Why
like
did you even
Not
set
so,
that
man.
off? I haven't gotten mine to go off yet.
I just
No, it's
took the
because
battery
you
out
need to
and then
take
put
the
it
battery out,
partially in
and when you
started
put the
yelling at
battery
me.
in, it makes a sound.
Hmm.
I guess so, but
I mean, Drew,
Um,
you're gonna have to replace the battery in like a year, or maybe in your case, like 3, because you're probably not going to use it that much.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing, like at all.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I got 2 still in the package, so we'll see how far these 2 go. I was gonna make an unboxing video, and I'm probably still gonna make it and just not show the empty side, and
Yeah.
then just like kind of go from there. But
I mean, I do have to
Yeah.
say, like, I definitely commend Apple on like the seamless
oh yeah,
of these. Like, just taking these out of the box and then peeling back the tab,
yeah.
boom, it connects. Like, that's awesome. Like, it works really well.
Oh yeah, totally. Especially for
Oh.
being the coin cell batteries being in
And
there for like a year.
that's not
So,
very
one other
Apple-like
thing-
for them to make it based work on a traditional battery. You can go into like
Yeah.
a CVS and buy like what?
Well, one other thing, I'm shocked these don't charge by MagSafe or something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the cool thing with these, when you set them up, when I set mine up, because I have, I'm like the main leader or whatever of the family setup. When I set this up, it actually asks me who I'm setting it up for, whether it's myself or one of my family members.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's pretty sick. Like, if I wanted to set it up for other people or something, but
So if you were to set it up for them, does it show up on their phone? Like, are they able to track it and find mine?
Yep. yeah, it'll let them know. It'll send them the link or whatever to, set it up on their phone. So
That's actually super convenient. Well, I'm surprised like other U1 iPhones don't communicate with each other like that. I
right.
think that like if you lose your phone, right, you want to be able to kind of like track it locally. So I think that would be kind of neat to have.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Apparently, that's one of the features of the Tile, where like if you lose your phone but you have your Tile, you can use the Tile to make a sound on the iPhone to find the iPhone.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah, but
sound
the
like a feature
Tile-
hard to implement.
Well, yeah, but the Tile isn't like it's not based on the U1, so it's kind of
Yeah.
more
No,
finicky
it's
than
just
that would be.
Bluetooth, and it just sends a notification, right?
Well, and I think-
Bluetooth can do it. Then why not?
I think
Tile U1?
MKBHD's video today was like awesome on the AirTags and Tile.
Yeah.
Like Tile is so screwed from this. Like
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
It-
without a doubt.
it's gonna demolish their company. And it's hilarious that like the same day that Apple actually officially dropped them, Tile went after them and went to the government immediately, like,
Yeah.
we're gonna shut them down. And it's like, that's not how this works. Like,
Yeah, no. I mean, these stupid AirTags have been rumored for like 2 years now.
right.
So like they've had time. You know, they could have maybe implemented the U1 chip in a Tile and called it a day. But no.
They could have brought in their network. They could have like came out with better competing products. Like, that's your own fault. Like,
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean,
what I love though is the best thing about these AirTags this year is Samsung dropped their tracking.
I was just gonna point that out. This thing right here.
Yeah,
That thing
so
is gonna
they
get
dropped their
a
smart tags.
button.
No one talked about those.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no. These things are stupid. Like
And then
Everyone
AirTags
forgot about
come
them because it's like, oh, it's just another AirTags like competitor technically, but no one's gonna buy them anyway. And like,
Well,
I
mine
never
is
even
usual.
knew. I never even knew that they were a thing. Like for the longest time, until somebody, it might have been like Latrell or someone, but someone had one, and I was like, wait.
yeah.
Samsung made AirTags? What?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
wonder
no,
if people
they-
are gonna start calling all trackers AirTags
I don't think so.
because
I mean,
Adam, you just called those tiles AirTags.
Well, I mean, I was doing that. I
Right,
was doing
no.
that consciously. I wasn't doing that unconsciously.
Oh.
But, I mean, people
Oh.
don't call all wireless headphones AirPods. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it's going to work.
It's
but-
going to be great though if you go to the gas station and they have AirTags for like $5. Like the gas station
Oh
variant.
god.
Dude, that's gonna be crazy. Or just like knockoff AirTags with
Yeah.
like the fake
Yeah.
U1 chips in them. Yep, perfect. God.
I wonder if what was it? iFixit's gonna do a teardown on this because I really want to see the inner workings of this.
They
So,
will.
I'm
Sounds
looking
like
through
Michael already
just-
tore his apart. So
Actually, yeah, I could just do a teardown right now. Just grab it like a heat
Oh
gun
no!
and
So I checked.
top down camera.
so,
And, oh.
like the plastic is
We
like
should
fused
totally do
together.
that because it's kind of perfect timing because I'm doing like a software teardown. Almost, I'm trying. So I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to find the sounds, and it looks like
Oh wow!
I'm in the
It's already been
Find My
teared down.
App folder. I can't find any sounds
Whoa!
from it. I mean, then again, I guess the sounds for the AirTags themselves wouldn't be.
They're built
on
into the AirTags.
Yeah, they wouldn't be on the iPhone. So that.
Yo,
That's-
it's already been teared down.
Oh, I
Oh,
almost
this
just
is
snapped my
sick.
AirTag in half. That would have been unfortunate.
Oh,
I mean, don't you
Yeah.
have a 4-pack?
I do have a
If you
4-pack.
snap
Yes.
one, I guess you
Well,
have 3 extra.
I was trying to like bend the plastic a little bit, and then I heard like a snapping noise come from it. So either the logic board snapped in half, or it's just the plastic. So yeah, we'll see.
check and be sure that thing's still working.
Well, like you said, I have 4. So
I just hope Apple implements Find My in more products now because like it would be nice if like the Apple Card had Find My or like
It'd be really
the
hard to implement.
the
though.
MagSafe wallet or like the
the only problem with that is that
Apple remote.
the MagSafe wallet's gonna have to be pretty thick for it. I mean, these
That's-
things are thin, but like,
Well,
it's gonna.
Chihiro made a good point earlier. If you take like a card version of Find My and you implement it in there, because these are pretty thin.
Somewhat.
Oh, wow. So I was just looking at a video. This person took it apart, but the furthest they went was they just took the shield off where the battery goes. But beyond that, you can't take it apart because like
Oh yeah,
It's
this is one like this is one sealed like
unit.
layer.
Right.
Yeah.
So even if someone really wanted to make a card version of this just on their own, they can't.
No, but I'm wondering if Apple could. Like if Apple just
Apple
made
could
like, a
easily.
card version. Because the Apple Card itself is super thick, so like that would work.
Yeah, honestly, just give like the aftermarket people like 2 months. They'll create knockoff U1 chips easily.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
these things are going to be replicated super easy. I mean, especially if they have NFC built in.
Well,
I swear
especially
to God.
Apple pushed Find My to third party now, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find
There's
it in
so
more
many-
products.
I'm looking
Yeah.
through. I'm looking through the files on my phone
Oh,
because
no.
I'm jailbroken on this phone, and so I can. It's easy to like look through the files. There are so many apps on here that aren't on your home screen, but they're not like a lot of them. They're I mean, because obviously there's like demo apps and stuff, but those aren't on all phones. You know,
Yeah.
they're usually only on like regular phones. I'm wondering if I can get these apps to show up because it's kind of funny. Some of them even have icons for them. Like-
No. So
Hey,
those you're talking about like the
Someone has drilled
apps
a
for like.
hole in their AirTags.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Hey, so you
So
can
the
put it
soft-
around
the
your neck
software
and
that
you'll
you're
never
talking
lose
about-
yourself.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So that software that you're talking about for the demo units, so those are like locked permanently. So you would have to enroll your device as a demo unit to be able to.
But what
Yeah.
I'm talking about though is
Access
that
those.
those apps aren't included like in this folder. Like they're not in here. Some of these apps though, like they're like just regular apps that you can access otherwise. Like there's the barcode scanner. It registers as like an actual app, which is, I mean, it makes sense because if you search for it in Spotlight, like it comes up, but it of course doesn't show on the home screen. So I'm wondering if, and there used to be a way you could do this if you edited the P list for it, but I'm wondering if it's possible to edit it so it can open like on the home screen, so like it'll show up as like just like a normal app.
AirTags on AirPods Max, they actually kind of work. Like slide down, it's like a fun game.
I love how
There
they
you
like
go. They just
slide
stay there,
like
too.
they slide like in a
Yeah.
curve.
I want to be able to afford AirPod Maxes first.
That's actually
That
kind of
sounds
sick.
fun.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess I have AirTags on AirPods Max. It works. Look at that.
I mean, is there a lot of
God.
space inside of the AirPods Max?
There's not enough space now. It's
No.
they're too thick.
Yeah.
What if those like the battery charging cases for the 7 and 8 when Apple made those? What if they
Yeah.
made an attachment for the AirTags for the AirPod Maxes? It's just a bump in the middle, and it just replaces the Apple logo.
Oh my god.
I'm still
Well,
upset that it's not in the Apple remote because that gets lost all the time.
Oh,
You know what?
Yeah, no,
you know
seriously, that's
what?
the one
this is
thing
what
that
you
I
have to
lose.
do. You just need to open up the remote, open up the AirTag,
Put it
and
in
just
there.
put the internals right on in there.
Yeah,
and
just
there
shove
you
it in
go.
there. Yep.
I'll just tape it around the bottom piece. That
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's the really
Honestly,
janky
like
way
I
to
would
do it.
just make it feel more ergonomic too. Honestly.
You know what I'm really shocked Apple didn't do that would be very Apple-like, which they
Yeah.
did with the iPods like forever ago. If they put that stupid wrist loop on it, and then you would have to
on
actually
their
buy an
iPod touches.
AirTag to attach it to the Apple remote.
Dude,
I
the
could-
5th gens
I
had
could see
that,
them
and that
do
was
that.
horrible.
You
I
know
don't
they
think
would
they're
do
doing that
something.
again. I think they've learned. I would hope they learned because that
I mean-
thing was horrible.
Yeah, it's Apple though. I mean,
Yeah. You
no.
remember the thing we had on the 5th gen that everybody hated? We're bringing that to the thing you use every day.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I do like that they brought the click wheel back though. Like
That
And
was
they
basically
did.
have the
You know
click
what I'm
wheel
so
back.
They
pissed
did?
about though is that they
Yeah.
described it exactly like a what's it, like a click wheel, but they
Yeah.
didn't actually call it the click wheel. I
It's
mean,
because
it's technically it's a touch wheel, but even still,
they can't call it click wheel anymore because
Why is
of they sold that patent or whatever, that registered trademark name or whatever forever ago, I guess. So they were
Why?
very careful in their marketing not to call it a click wheel. I forgot when that was. I don't know if that was like because of the Zune or whatever. They had like some lawsuit like forever
Something.
ago, and it caused them to lose the name of click wheel. So
Well, I don't know if it's related, but they stopped throwing I in front of everything, and I assume that's either just a branding thing or it's some sort of patent that's no longer existent or what. But
yeah,
yeah, it's kind of strange. Also, speaking of AirTags, I'm gonna try to get a Hermes like back for like that says Hermes on the back of it. See if I can get one of those because I think that'd be kind of dope just to have. But they're expensive, but I might be able to do like a warranty claim for one. So we'll see.
Mhm.
I don't know.
just scam
but-
your way into a new one.
Oh, it was no. I'm using my friend's serial number, so technically it should be fine.
should be good.
Yeah, but yeah. Also, apparently, there's rumors of, or not rumors, but people have been experiencing issues with their like full size HomePods, and which makes me kind of scared because I don't want to spend $300 more on another HomePod. So like,
Still have those?
Well, especially because they don't make them anymore. Like they're done.
yeah. Well, the warranty's over too. So like, if they,
That's the Apple way.
yeah, no, it's horrible. Like apparently there's like this weird crackling noise, and occasionally people can hear, and after that crackling noise, they just die. So yeah.
What?
So I'm just gonna hope my HomePods don't have Cracklegate because that would be unfortunate.
Cracklegate, that is hilarious.
And just I don't know. I'm just gonna hope because I can't get more. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset if that happened.
Yeah. I don't want to switch to HomePod Minis just because they're HomePod Minis. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried them out.
So nice to have, though.
They sound good, but I got so frustrated with them that I got rid of them and just went back to. I have one Google Home.
Oh no, they're going back into the Google ecosystem. Oh
yeah.
No.
I got one Nest Mini, and that's it. Like, I got rid of the HomePod.
I mean, I'm over here. I got like 8 of them in one room. So, like, I mean,
I don't know.
Staying away from Google.
I've had my issues with HomePods, I guess, too. I mean, so as far as like pairing and stuff like that, with like syncing them together and like creating stereo pairs, that's been like one issue that I've had. But that's kind of it, I think, for me. I mean, yeah, I think that's it. I mean,
I mean, Siri sucks so bad still. It's like,
yeah,
did you see the article I wrote on how bad Siri is? I wrote an article on how, because when they changed the voices for Siri, and I'm like, I mean, y'all can add as many, as many pretty features as you want, but Siri still sucks. I mean, people are going to use it for like 2 seconds and then they're going to be like, all right, back to Google, or, whatever. I'm like,
I mean, I've had my HomePod for like 3 years. It's fine. I don't know. I mean, Siri on iOS 11 was garbage, even worse than now. So like, I've stuck with it and I've been fine so far.
But then again, and I mentioned this in the article that I wrote, but I feel like if you're in the Apple ecosystem even a little bit, it makes more sense. And Marquez said this in his his Apple ecosystem video. Again, if you're in that ecosystem and you use Apple products, it makes a lot more sense because obviously, you're going to connect to more Apple services and it's going to make more sense in the long run. But the fact that, it's so difficult, if not impossible, to connect Siri to other services that aren't from Apple, and one of the examples that I made was like, you can connect Apple Music to Google, like to Google Home, and it works flawlessly.
But I just think that I argue with Siri for like an hour to turn off my lights. Like, it kills me.
I've been fine with that so far, I think. Well, actually, let's try it. Let's see. Turn off the lights. It works. Okay. Hey Siri, turn on the lights. It works. I haven't had any issues with them, honestly. Like, maybe it's because I've stuck strictly in the Apple ecosystem. Besides, I guess, phones. For the most
Do you have
part.
it set up for lights throughout your house though? Like, I have lights throughout my home, so like they all have different names because they're in different rooms, right?
Right.
And so like I'll sit here and like argue with her forever, like of what light I'm trying to turn off. I got so sick of it. I was like, I'm going back to Google. Like, you have no clue what I'm talking about. Like, she wanted the specifics, like if it was master bedroom or if it was like this room. It was like, I don't have to turn off the lights.
So what I've noticed with these, so I have the Philips Hue lights on my, like, embedded in the my ceiling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And those, for me at least, were like super buggy. Like, I couldn't get them to really fully work with Apple stuff, even though they're advertised to work with HomeKit.
Yeah.
The only thing that I found to work really is Nanoleaf. That's like literally it. I mean, that, and I'm sure those smart locks work too. I mean, they're kind of advertised to work.
Yeah.
And, the cameras and all that sort of stuff. But I think I've just been kind of lucky in the devices that I've chosen to work alongside the HomePod. So it's worked out decent for me. And also, these lights are very bright, Siri. I don't know why you made them go to 100%, but that works.
I mean, I'm just saying, Google Home doesn't do that. I'm just saying.
Oh, really? Hey, Siri.
Are you whistling?
What do you think about Google Home?
I'm a big fan of good listeners and helpful beings.
Okay, well, that was stupid. God, I don't know. I like it, but Yeah, it's all right. It
I
just
wonder if
also
we'll
makes
get more features finally, or they'll ever improve her. You know what I mean? Like
you can only hope.
it's like we've gone like Siri was even out before Google Assistant, and Siri's terrible.
Well, the other thing too is Google farms enough information to be able to work better. So I mean, in some ways.
Not to mention, I mean, you know, my biggest issue with it is that Apple had such a huge lead on the competitors. You know, like Siri was the standard in the industry for years.
Yeah.
And then it's just like they added a couple things, and then that's it. They were just like, all right, we're done. And you know, they just haven't really. I mean, they've added little things and they've done and changed little things, but I mean, you know, it's just it's just not.
That's kind of iOS in a nutshell, though, too. Like, if you really think they haven't changed, like, I'm kind of hoping we see some overhaul this year, but it doesn't sound like it.
No, it really doesn't.
The biggest overhaul that it sounds like we're getting is to the control center.
Yeah,
and that's really about it. Which I mean, I'm happy about, but you know, it's like
I don't use
again, like you're doing these little things, but you're delaying the things that people actually want to be changed. Like it seems like at this point it's turning into like an Android situation where every year we get a new control center update, and like on Android every year we get a new notification center update. It's like it just nobody's asking for this.
I do like the new One UI though. That's that with Android 12. I've seen the preview beta of that, and that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Did you see the Google Messages thing?
Yeah, with the
Samsung one.
Mm-hmm.
I was really stunned that worked so well, because I was sure they were going to put a flag in there that was going to be like, you know, it was only going to work on like Samsung devices. But what's kind of interesting is that I do have that version working on my phone, and like I've been using it, and it works really well. Like it looks really good. Although it's weird because there's a line that separates like the header from like the actual content, and I'm like I don't know if it's an artifact of not being on like the intended OS version, or if it's supposed to look like that, but it just looks really janky. Like, I mean, obviously it's not supposed to be running on there, so it could have something to do with that, but I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, I think Google Messages is really solid so far. I mean, with Android devices. So I think if they were to somehow, it's probably not going to happen, but if they were to somehow merge with iMessage in a way where they can send and deliver, you know, read receipts, or the
RCS,
I doubt Apple would do that.
RCS would be the biggest way to do that.
Yeah,
because you know, RCS is being picked up by so many, you know, big companies.
Apple won't do RCS though, because the security stamp
RCS.
So RCS is basically the way that like other carriers and like Android basically can send read receipts. The problem is there's a middleman with that, and that middleman is the government, and so the government can also harness any of those messages sent through RCS and do whatever they want with them. Whereas like iMessage is like, you know, direct
Secure.
Apple, secure, or encrypted before it gets to anybody else. Whereas
is it end-to-end encryption iMessage?
With
iMessages, yeah.
Whereas like RCS, that's why Apple will never do that, because they don't want that middleman. That's why they never let you change. That'll be the one app they never let you change as far as your default for your messaging.
And I have to say, you know, I praise Apple a lot in that, you know, and I've always praised Apple a lot in the category of privacy, because, you know, considering how many other companies are like, oh, we value your privacy, you know, whatever,
and then sell it right behind
like,
your back.
It's like eventually you just immediately find out, like, you know, no, that's not the case. But Apple, on the other hand, I mean, obviously they're not perfect. No company is, but you know, they compared to other companies,
keeping it within Apple.
Yeah,
they're using it for their own benefit.
Right, exactly. And the plus side of that is, you know, in going back to iMessage has been end-to-end encrypted since before it was iMessage. Like iChat was end-to-end encrypted. Like they've been doing end-to-end encryption,
iChat,
you know, on their messaging for over a decade. Probably, you know, close to like 2 decades.
So iChat was the thing before iMessage, if you were wondering.
Oh.
Yes.
Maybe I was too young for that. I don't know how you know it, but
Well, it's because I was on the 3G and the 3GS, and I believe they had iChat. Actually, no, I think it was a 2G.
Yeah, I
maybe.
didn't have the 3G.
No, none of them ever had iChat.
Well, it was
None of the iPhones
some
did.
sort of. Oh no,
The-
Mac OS, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what it
where,
was.
that's
That's what I
where it
remember it from.
originated was on Mac OS.
That's right.
And, it was kind of interesting
Apple
because
developer
they
in
only-
2013, like say like, yeah, let's make an iMessage for Android. It was shot down immediately.
oh my god, yes.
Yeah, I saw that video on what's his name?
Marquez,
Uh,
MKBHD.
From Page Tech.
Mm.
So
He called it small news. I was like, what?
that is huge news.
That's like the biggest news of the year. Like, why did this happen?
Even Apple
So
knows
Yeah.
it's a good idea.
And I'm like, and you
but then
and
they
you know
shot
who
it
shot
down.
it down? You know who shot that idea down?
Tim Cook.
Craig motherfucking Federighi.
I mean, he's cool though, so I tried. You know,
Yeah.
I forgive
Look,
him.
I have a personal vendetta against Craig Federighi because
Ah,
That's a fancy
remember
word.
when? Do you remember when his interview with Marquez came out a couple years
Yeah.
ago when they
Uh-huh.
did that on the Waveform podcast? So,
right.
I watched it the first time and I was like, yeah, this is really cool. This is really good. And then I went back and watched it like a couple months ago and I was like, Craig sounds like he's being a little passive aggressive here. Like he seemed like he was being a little cocky.
Well, the
And I
problem
don't
is
know-
he can't leak any info, right? So
Yeah.
he has to act some sort of way to make sure he doesn't do that. Because if he does, he's screwed. So
Right.
I
And-
mean,
and
it kind of
see, and
makes
that's-
sense.
So, and I guess vendetta is a little much, but I was like, I wonder sometimes, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just.
Well, did you see the? There was a clip going around from Wall Street Journal about the. Someone was recently interviewing Craig, and one of the questions she asked was like, "How's the software going on the Apple, I guess augmented reality headset?" And he's like, he replied some sort of way or something like that. But
No, that's not something you can ask.
Yeah, not
The
typically.
thing is,
No.
though, is that usually their spokespeople, their social team or whatever will tell you beforehand what you can and can't talk about.
Yeah.
Right.
Not necessarily what you can talk about, but what you can't talk about.
Well, if you bring
And-
up certain things though that you can't talk about, it kind of makes it obvious to what's coming next. So, like,
Right.
And
yeah.
if you're a good enough reporter, like you can get those questions in, like for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, people like MKBHD are known for, well, not really known for leaks, but I mean, it's kind of to the point where if you have info like that, you're probably going to give it out. It's not like it's a reporter backed by several people and a company that'll keep it private. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting though how everything will play out. I'm just excited to see the iMac Pro and the 16-inch. Those are two devices that I'm super hyped to see.
Yeah, I was pretty upset to just see the 24-inch
I know.
iMac, and I was like, okay, where's the other one? Like I was
waiting still. Like, wait a minute, this isn't ending yet. And then
like-
the credits roll. I'm like, oh,
It's like,
okay.
there's always two. Like they always come in pairs. Like where's the other one that hopefully doesn't have bezels and looks like a giant?
Yeah. I know, it's so stupid. Like, I mean,
We were waiting for the one more thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
It never
Well,
came.
I think we'll see
Got, like,
the.
CGI'd Tim Cook.
Yeah.
That shit
Well, we'll
was
see the
hilarious.
6
That was
at least.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That whole video was just, oh my god, that was hilarious.
Hey, how's it going, Nasir Joseph?
Hello.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if they get rid of the touch bar and all that in the next MacBook. And
I hope.
Yeah, apparently that's confirmed. So
just-
I guess that's
I just wanted to
interesting.
reply to what Michael Pepper said. Does anyone even know what ping is?
Ping.
Oh, ping.
Half of us
Ping.
don't know what iChat was. You think we're gonna know what ping is? Like,
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think if iMessage or iChat turned into some sort of weird social media platform, that would be very, very strange.
the
Yeah.
problem with iChat was like the pre-modern version of iTunes, where they were just trying to shove way too much
Yeah.
into it. They were just trying to make it way more than it needed to be, and
Mhm.
it just, and ultimately it just failed miserably.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be annoying.
Yeah.
Apple
God.
was pretty good at not being cringy though.
I don't know about that.
Pretty good.
Did you see the IMAX?
No.
Well,
Like their
Did you see
advertisements.
the confidence in the iMac?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The iMac looks great. I like the iMac.
They spun it around, and I was like, "That's an Apple product." Like,
yeah,
what?
no, it doesn't look good.
It's fun. I think that
Am I
the
the only one that
biggest
like it?
problem is that everybody was expecting it to have no chin. Everybody
yeah.
was expecting it to have these, razor thin bezels and essentially to look like the Pro Display XDR. And when it wasn't that, everybody's expectations just went.
it looks like it belongs in a kindergarten classroom.
Yeah,
You know what
right,
you know what I related it to? It looks like the 5th gen iPod Touch.
Yeah,
It looks
Yeah.
exactly like that with the
Yeah.
white bezels and like the bright
So,
aluminum back colors.
I have
It
a
looks
slight
exactly like
theory on why they did this. It may be like intentional, maybe like a jab at the leakers, just like maybe have people not pay attention to people like John Prosser, where they're like focusing
There's-
people's attention on razor thin bezels and
There's no way Apple will design an
modernizing it.
entire product.
Well,
in
no,
which
it's
they're gonna
not-
base their like design.
It's
on
not
for the next 4
realistic, of
years.
course.
Yeah.
But I just had a thought of it. But I think the main reason why they actually did it is just try to make it more distinctive and, have people be like, oh, wait, that's an iMac, because there's no other computer that looks like that.
yeah.
So
I was
that's the
kind of
one.
upset
like-
that they got rid of the Apple logo on the front, though.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
some of that
Yeah,
stuff
but
was
their
weird.
design is so already
issue
so
there-
well known. Like if you see an iMac, you know it's an Apple product. Like there's no
Yeah.
other one all-in-one with that high of a quality. Like is there any
Not
other
yet.
metal all-in-one that's that pretty?
not yet.
Like, it's crazy
issue-
thin.
The
Yeah.
issue
Exactly.
with the whole not having the Apple logo on there, besides the fact that it gets rid of more branding, which is like it's whatever, but the biggest
Dude.
issue is that it makes the chin look even bigger. Like
Yeah.
having nothing down there just
Yeah.
for some reason where it should make it look less visible, it actually
Well, the
extenuates
Apple
it
logo
more.
creates the illusion of it making it, slightly smaller and, less visible because it's just there
Apple-
for branding.
The Pro version
Apple's
better be
big, though.
sick.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Pro version better be like well worth whatever crazy price tag they throw at it, because even this iMac, like, I think I could have been okay with the look of this iMac if it came in a hell of a lot cheaper. Like, I
Right.
would be shocked at the price points for
I
this.
swear to
iMac.
God.
Well,
watch
that
them
and like
turn that-
maybe black, not
Watch them
like
turn that thing around
Yeah.
and it has like 3-inch thick bezels
Well,
all
no,
around
and
the
then
screen.
watch them have like a mid-cycle release where they're like, "Oh, here's the matte black one." Like
Yeah.
6 months down
I
the
would
road,
buy that.
Like,
I'm gonna call it right now. They're gonna drop the iMac Pro, and it's gonna be closer to the $4,500 to $5,000 price
Yeah.
tag at starting price, and that's the only way that you can get the iMac that you want because it's got an XDR display in it.
Well, you know what sucks about all of these iMacs though now is now you don't get like the door in the back where you could actually like upgrade.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Yeah, but how
It's
are you
just
supposed
really
to do
hard
that
to
with
buy a-
SoC?
it's hard to buy it's one thing to buy a laptop, right? That you can upgrade later and get a new laptop like a MacBook Air, because those are easy to resell. You can easily pack those up and ship them.
right.
And Mac is not easy to resell. Like it's
No,
really
yeah.
hard to ship that anywhere.
Yeah,
It's just super irritating that now like you can't upgrade anything on them. So it's like, why would I spend this much money? The only places I see spending the money is it's gonna be like in education, like colleges, design schools,
right.
like, and I think that's the aesthetic Apple was going for anyways, is like you said, like you walk into a classroom and you see all these different color iMacs, those are Apple products in there, and it's maybe
Right.
a design class.
Well,
But,
so I looked into it more. So I looked in the business portal, and they
Yeah.
were selling out over there even quicker. Like businesses are buying them up like
Yeah.
crazy, and it's weird because
You know what
like
it's gonna be like front desk of like a dental office. Or
yeah, you can like see like a blue one there. Yeah.
Like, or like restaurants. Like I could see like certain places having those
Mhm.
to where like the aesthetic kind of matches the vibe of the place, like for sure.
Right. Yeah.
But it's just a hard sell at like, because basically it's $1,400. Like when it all is said and done,
Yeah.
it's
Uh-huh.
really expensive for that. And then when you turn it around and you got those ugly white bezels, I couldn't. Like I seen that and I was like, you got to be kidding me! Like, did they find this design like in someone's drawer and said, screw it, let's go with this? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like there wasn't a ton of thought into the thought of that iMac.
There was definitely thought in how to make it ugly. That's for sure.
No, you know what they did? They went into Johnny's old office and they found files from like 10 years ago, and they were like, "Well, I mean, Johnny did pretty good when he was here, so we'll just use this. It's fine."
I seen somebody show like this, like I'll have to find the photo of somebody photoshopped remember the original white iMac, like one of the original ones, the old
right.
ones, where somebody put it into an aluminum case. Like that's basically all they did was
God. Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
and then the power cord was kind of cool. The like magnetic power, like
they over-engineered the crap out of that stupid thing. Like they could have put more.
They
could have put more thought into the iMac and then the stupid power cable.
I have such a big issue with them doing a magnetic power cord on that because think about it, right? So if it's sitting on a desk and the power cord is going behind the desk, I guess it's fine. But here's so my setup right now, I just moved my studio around last week, and my table sits at the foot of my bed. And so there's like a good probably 5 or 6 feet of space behind the table. So if I'm walking across and I trip on that cable, that magnetic power cable is going to pull out of the Mac, which I guess is fine, but it's like what were you thinking? Like, you don't want. I don't know if it's worse to have the thing fall and potentially break, or if it's worse that it rips it out, and then if you were doing anything on the computer, it's all gone anyway. So it's I don't.
And then did you see they're not selling the keyboard or the all the different color options of?
They're not selling it separately.
It's
wish they did that.
Well, not only that, it has Touch ID. So I wanted it just for Touch. Like it had Touch ID right in the keyboard. Like this keyboard doesn't have Touch ID, and it costs like $200. Like
that would
be have a backlight in it.
M1, the Mini, that would be perfect. You can literally unlock it from anywhere. You don't need to use the passcode every time.
Well,
unlock it with an Apple Watch.
Well, as I said, they're all paired through Touch ID, so you can't really, just like the iPhones and iPads. It's just like it's just another lockdown that just makes you spend more money on a stupid keyboard.
Yeah. I'm curious what the replacement's going to be like. Like, do you think it'll be the same, Michael, like with the headphones where you can get replacement?
So I'm kind of curious about that too. I'm going to definitely try to do that and see if I can get a keyboard. I don't know
what if you have to take it to the store and they have to pair it at the back? Like, they have a special connector inside of the thing you have to plug into this charger, and then you have to plug it in the Touch ID one, and it pairs it with the SoC, and that's how you get it. Like, imagine that.
No. You have to swap the old Touch ID button from the original keyboard over to the new one by micro soldering it from the old one to the new one. That's how you do it.
Remember when the 2011 MacBooks had the bad GPUs and they would literally rush everything to fix it? Apple won't do that.
It's bad enough you still have to flip over the mouse to charge it. Like,
worse.
Everybody was so mad that they didn't fix that. I'm like, God, man.
I can't use the mouse anyway, so I don't really care much about it. But I don't know.
Honestly,
I think the
MacBooks
trackpad
are one of the
is
rare
solid,
ones.
though.
Yeah, the trackpad is better than the mouse. Like, what?
Yeah, I can't use the mouse for the life of me. Like, I don't know if it's the weird sensitivity or if it's the feel of it on a surface. It's just I can't use it.
I'm used to using a mouse that looks like this, so trying to use a flat mouse is the stupidest thing ever.
The trackpad is perfect.
Oh yeah, no, it's
the trackpad is really good. But if you go and look at the new mouse, right? It has the aluminum undertones. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm really pissed about this. It has the colored aluminum, but it has that white top on it. And I get it's supposed to match the Mac, right? Because it has that same white bezel. But the thing is that the top glass is painted white. Yeah. So why couldn't they have painted it the same color as the rest of the mouse?
So
they're all white. It looks horrible.
Well, okay, so they would have to create, first of all, they would have to create several parts and different colors for the top, touch-sensitive part of the Magic Mouse. Same thing with the Magic Trackpad, too, if they were to do the same thing with that. But also, they were trying to do the same thing with the Mac Pro accessories, where they have a two-tone kind of accessory look to them, where it's on the Mac Pros, it's black on the top and then silver on the bottom to match the theme. So I think they just had a whole bunch of white ones because nobody's buying the white Magic Mice because they look, bad, and they're just reusing them for that.
I think
Hey guys, I have to get going.
The sounds. Oh, all right.
Yeah. See you later, guys. Goodbye.
See you.
I think I might have just found the sounds.
Ooh.
I'm not positive.
Let me go over the comments real quick. So, white doesn't show fingerprints over like a black vessel would. There's a lot of engineering that went into it. So, this would make sense if iPhones didn't exist, because like, what color is your iPhone screen? Oh wait, it's black. Oh, I mean, if they really cared about it, they could have just threw like an oleophobic coating over it, like a fingerprint resistant coating to make sure it doesn't smudge up or anything like that, and call it a day. Or get that nano texture coating or whatever it's called. I think that'd be kind of cool. Let's see. They had space for 6 figures, microarray, and logic board, display board. Right, yeah, that's why they didn't move it to like the center or behind the display. Also, would cause heating issues as well. Which makes sense, yeah, but it's kind of unfortunate for the way it looks, because it looks like hot garbage. Let's continue. If they placed everything behind it, right, yeah. And yes, the trackpad is great for almost everything, right? Yeah. Hey,
I'll tell you what, we have a it's kind of funny because in my class in my college class we're an all Apple room, and we work on iMacs, and so I always bring, not this mouse, but I always bring an extra mouse with me because I like using like the vertical mouse.
Right.
But all of the computers are equipped with the Magic Keyboard and a Magic Mouse. So whenever I'm like working in like Photoshop or whatever, I use the mouse as a trackpad and I scroll with it.
God,
like,
yeah.
I know
I tried doing that too, and it was just like I can't edit out a Magic Mouse. Like, I've heard people that like it, and it's like I try to find what's nice about it. I can't find what's nice about it. Like, especially for like video editing, it's like that, like with Premiere and Final Cut.
Once you get used to using, and I'm not saying you necessarily, but once I got used to using a vertical mouse, I was never able to go back. Like, I hate using regular mice now because, for one, it's way more comfortable. Like, this is just like so much more natural for your hand, and then going to the Magic Mouse, which is essentially a flat, like it's just insanely flat.
Yeah,
it's just two completely different things.
That also was an issue for me too. That was way too flat. It wasn't ergonomic at all. So it's like you had to lay your hand flat down on the table almost.
Exactly.
Just to use it. Yeah, I didn't like that either. I didn't
understand. I don't like. I get that there are some really fundamental things that they could do with the Magic Mouse to make it way better. Of course, the charging design. One of the things I came up with was they could use like the same puck charger that they're using in the what's it, this thing?
Apple Watch, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Apple Watch. And if they put like a slot for it on the bottom, and then put like a slot for the cable to come out.
Oh, like an indentation almost for the
and then you could just sit the mouse on the puck, and then you could keep using it while it was charging, and then. Kind of the idea that I'd come up with was, if you did that, then what you could then do was you could plug it in and use it for wired charging, and then like later you could take the mouse off and then use it for wired charging, or for wireless charging.
What kills me too is Apple was like the first company to really bring the first commercial mouse, and they still suck at making the mouse.
Exactly.
It's just
exactly. That's so stupid. I don't get it. I mean, like I said, they're good at the trackpad, though. I got to give them that. They're probably the best trackpad out there, honestly. It's like, all the Windows devices are kind of not the best as far as, multi-touch goes and all sorts of stuff. So I think they've kind of nailed that part down. Man, I don't know.
It's funny, man.
Apple's
speaking of like the competition, though, I'm kind of shocked that Samsung, with their new Galaxy books, didn't have like an ARM model option.
Oh yeah, seriously.
They only did the Core i7, I think, is what they went with.
Right. Yeah, the 11th gen processors. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised they didn't go with their own ARM chip too. I mean, I think they're probably going to wait for them to perfect it a little bit more, and so they can actually have some sort of, I guess, chance against M1 or M2 at that point. So yeah, that'll be interesting, definitely. But yeah, I don't know. I like the. I'm still kind of thinking more on the Apple ecosystem in general. I'm just like how it kind of just keeps you in. You know, it's crazy. I don't know. I would like to switch to like a Z Fold too, but I can't.
Yeah,
Right.
all the
It's just like-
inconveniences are just like
Yeah.
It's
like-
really difficult to use your AirTags with a Samsung device.
Yeah.
Apple made it so perfect to where it's like the little things, like the subtle things that make your everyday great with the devices. That once you lose those and you start encountering all the areas where like your ecosystem is failing, is so incredibly frustrating.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean. Oh, there goes the microphone. Okay, hold on.
That was a great sound.
Yeah, definitely was. Cool. Okay. Let's see. What are we at right now? An hour 10? Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking
Man.
through these sounds. There's about 2,000 items in here. They're
Have fun
all-
looking through that.
I'm like, they all have like really like cryptic names, like alert first party haptic,
Uh-huh.
whatever the fuck that means. And I found out that Apple they store their files as CAF files, CAF files.
Right. No.
And I didn't know this, but CAF files actually store text.
Do they?
Yeah. And the
How?
reason why is because I say the reason why they do it so they can store data about the actual file. But the thing is that nowadays they use it for haptic. So
I wonder if
can
they
store-
started doing that with AirPower, because I know they originally wanted to, transfer data, between AirPower and the iPhone and other devices. So I wonder if
I was
maybe it was
thinking that,
implemented
but
during
CAF
that time.
But the thing is that CAF files have been around for years, and the reason why
Yeah.
I know this is because the only way that you can open CAF files on Windows natively is with QuickTime. And
Right, yeah.
the latest update to QuickTime was in 2016 or something.
Uh-huh.
And so I actually had to go and install QuickTime for the first time in 20 years.
Yeah.
Jeez. So funny. But yeah, so there's alert first party haptic, alert third party haptic. And so what they do is they store information about how to actually give the phone or the watch the haptic. And that's they store that in a text file. I don't know if it's possible to access the text file. I doubt it.
I would have to assume maybe the text file is just communicating with the haptic engine at that point then.
Yeah. It's probably not a plain text file, but
No, definitely not. It's probably encrypted shit, but
because you can't.
It would still be kind of cool to be able to communicate with stuff like the Taptic engine, though. I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool to create your own haptics like that. And dude, that Taptic engine's limitless almost with the amount of things you can do with it.
And it's so powerful.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can play freaking music from that thing on the iPhone 10. I think was demoed on a while ago.
Essentially, and the reason why is because it's essentially just a speaker. It's just
Right.
it's like a subwoofer almost.
Yeah,
it has
somewhat.
the same. It's the same technology. I mean, obviously, it's scaled way up, but
Right.
or way down.
It's
scaled both up and down at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's way more powerful, but it's much smaller, obviously. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. And another interesting thing, I mentioned this in the past. If you download the Shazam app on your watch and you Shazam any song, you can then play it on the watch directly. Through the watch's speaker. It's so cool. It was the funniest thing. I posted it on Twitter and I was I couldn't get through the video. I was recording a video of it. I couldn't get through the video because I was laughing so hard at
That's
playing
weird.
a song through the Apple Watch's really shitty speaker. It was so
Yeah.
funny.
It was really weird, huh? I mean, I remember doing that. I think that was back with the Series 0 when I first got mine. I was I wanted to try playing music, and I had to send I had to do like the YouTube to MP3 file thing and like send myself MP3 files through iMessage, and then like it would just work. So that was kind of just a jankier version of that, but it still worked, and the speakers were subpar and probably never meant for that. But yeah, no, they work definitely. Why is this the last episode? Well, it's because Adam isn't here anymore. He's frozen. He's
frozen in time.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ben, we are rebranding. We mentioned this earlier in the stream, but might as well mention it, continuously. But yeah, so we are now True Tone Podcast, or True Tone. Just True Tone sounds cleaner, probably. But
yeah.
Yeah, just kind of getting rid of the talking tech thing and going along with it. I think Adam. Weird. Okay.
Everybody's leaving.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Okay.
My internet keeps dropping for some reason. I think it's because Windows is trying to download the next Insider update. So.
Oh yeah, that's gonna help. Yeah.
It's great and wonderful.
Also, he left like just because.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying to go through here and see if I can figure out based on do we know what Hummingbird is? Because it's using, what I realize is that it's using like the code names for things as the names. So I don't know what Hummingbird is.
I have no clue. Hummingbird, they could be referencing the iPad maybe. I mean, with that Hummingbird ad that they released.
It says haptic though.
Oh, well then I have no clue. Unless they're planning on throwing a haptic motor in an iPad, which would be...
exactly.
Actually, no. I think they gotta somehow make a Magic Keyboard for the iPad with a haptic trackpad. I think that would be best. I mean, I've tried the new Magic Trackpad, and it's like on the keyboard at least, and it's not too bad. But I think it would be better utilized if they were to make it somewhat like the MacBooks.
Yeah,
kind of better.
Hummingbird is a thing on the Apple Watch apparently.
Ah,
so
interesting.
Because it's that notification that I guess it's like the reminders app. Because the thing is though is that it says Hummingbird completion and then Hummingbird notification. They're the same sound, but there's two different files for it.
That's interesting.
And then there's JBL.
I wonder if my...
Oh, Siri.
What time is it? 7:30? I'm going to check to see if my keychain got here, because I know it was shipping through FedEx. I don't know if it went out for delivery yet, because I don't have the tracking, so I'm going to be like back.
All right. And then there's like it's so interesting because like there are some of these sounds I haven't heard. There's multi-way, which is I guess for the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, it must be.
Some of these sounds are really cool though. Like I would
right.
And the reason, and I mentioned this earlier, the reason I'm trying to get these is because I want to use it as like my text tone.
Right.
And so like Stockholm, what is that?
We're not leaving, Ben.
Hi, why is this the last episode? Okay, so the joke there is that we're doing a rebrand. The show is not going to be called Talking Tech anymore. It's going to be called True Tone. We're changing. This is going to be the True Tone podcast from here on out. So it's the last episode of Talking Tech. It's the next episode is going to be True Tone. So, and one of these days we're going to get a better streaming setup too, where we can play sounds and stuff. Because right now everything is it's kind of up in the air a little bit, but I just imagine someone making beats with all those sounds. That would be really cool. If I had the know-how and if I had the smarts to do that, I'd try, but it wouldn't go very well.
Package was not there, unfortunately. I can't try out the plastic. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah,
it's like the worst accessory. Which one did you get?
The brown leather one. Yeah, unfortunate.
Okay, so whatever this multi-way thing is, it's not the walkie-talkie app because there are specific files in here that reference walkie-talkie. So it's very interesting. There's Warsaw, which sounds like it might be for keyboard dictation. Might be. Well, No, I guess that. I mean, it sounds more like the camera. I guess. I don't know. Some of the names in here are really cryptic. Like there's like third party retry haptic. I mean, some of them make sense. Like alert battery low. Like I mean, it's obvious like what that is. But then there's like alert Spartan connected. Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to get these new Apple products, and that's the one thing I've wanted to think about. Maybe it's because I woke up at 5 a.m. to get these stupid things, and that's the only thing I can think about. But
it does suck for Pacific time for sure. Like,
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I don't enjoy particularly waking up at 5.
It's perfect on our side, the East Coast.
Yeah, you guys just wake up the normal day. It's
8 a.m. Buy some Apple stuff, and Apple's always late, so like 8:20.
Right? Yeah. God, yeah, I hate that. Yeah, and I mean, I woke up like at 4:30, assuming that they may open it early just in case. I don't want them to sell out. And no, we open like almost half an hour later. Yep, that's the time you can buy them.
Yeah, I got up like 30 minutes earlier today, like around like 7, to get the kids ready for like the bus and school and stuff. Yeah. So like I got up earlier, they started getting ready, got them all ready to go to school, and then I was like, cool, I'll buy some Apple products before I take them to the bus stop. And then it was like, nope, I guess I'll wait.
Yeah, damn, that's. I sometimes I wish I was on East Coast, but it's just like shit like that. I mean, I don't know. I slept through like half the day today, just like. I don't know. I couldn't stay awake, so I'm probably going to do the same, in 2 hours, just sleep till like 12 in the morning or 12 in the afternoon or whatever. But yeah, it's. I'm just glad that I was able to get them in a decent time, I guess. Yeah. Also, I'm thinking about throwing an AirTag on this guy right here. I don't know. I think he would eat it though. That's the only problem. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that might be a problem.
That's not going to end well.
Yeah, dude. Can you get your butt out of my? Come on, please.
You'll find your AirTag, but it'll be like in the yard somewhere.
Right? Yeah. No.
It's like,
there's the battery for the AirTag. I was wondering where that went. Yeah.
It's gonna be all chewed up and everything.
Dog, what are you doing? Yeah,
I've looked through almost all of these, and it doesn't look like the AirTag sounds are in here, which is interesting because the Apple Watch sounds are in here, and I haven't heard the AirPods sounds, but I do know that AirPods sounds are stored on iOS. They're not only stored on there, but I know that there is a place where they are stored on iOS as well because I've gone through them before. So very strange.
Yeah, very strange indeed. I think we need to figure out a solid cast for this podcast. I mean, I don't know. We need to get like a few more people in, maybe. I don't know. I might be able to get someone I know in. He's somewhat knowledgeable in this sort of stuff. So, just to get some more, words in, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
It doesn't help when you got people leaving halfway through the stream.
Right.
But yeah.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys want to go to 2 hours today, or what? What are you thinking?
You can do an hour and a half. I mean,
yeah, I'm cool. An hour and a half, that works for me.
Yeah, an hour and a half it is.
It's almost 11 here, so.
Yeah, I know.
So that link you sent me, that's actually where I got those sounds from. I was talking about earlier. So yeah, and what I didn't realize until after the fact, because originally when I was playing it, when I was sampling them, I was just playing them through my speaker, and I didn't realize until after the fact, but the person was recording through their I guess like their phone speaker, and so you could hear like it wasn't recording like the system audio, and it was really, it sucked because I had extracted the files and I put them on my phone, and I got everything set up, and then I got a text, and I was like, "What is that sound?" And then I was like, "Damn it!"
That makes sense.
So,
Who's rolling us out? Well, looks like Adam's out. He just froze.
Yeah.
Did I? Am I frozen?
Oh wait, oh, you're back somewhat.
This is great. This is clearly
This is a good start for the first episode.
This day is going great for me.
Maybe we'll make next episode the first episode, and we'll just kind of ditch this one. I mean,
this one says the final episode.
Yeah, so this could just be the final episode. Yeah, and
Here we go.
Yeah. Good idea. Yeah. So I think we might just stick with like the 8:30 schedule, maybe, for starting. I think that sounds best for everyone else too.
A little late here, but it works.
Yeah, that's the only problem. I mean, I'm fine with any time, honestly, but it's just kind of depends on all you guys as far as timing
Honestly,
goes.
it's fine. I mean, I was able to make it and everything. I just was having macOS issues.
Yeah.
Don't Hackintosh your computer, kids. Don't do it.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. No.
I mean, not that you're supposed to endorse that anyway, because
Right. Yeah.
the Apple guys, Mr. Timmy will scold you about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for Ian to come back though, for sure. I don't know when it's going to happen, but hopefully soon. Yeah.
One of these days.
Oh, my brother just got home. It means loud noises. Okay, hold on.
Whoopsies.
Loud noises, and he's gone.
Okay, I think Latrell, you can fuck yourself with that comment there.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
I think this is a good time to end the stream here.
Yeah.
Latrell, you kind of joined literally the worst moment possible, so congratulations to you and your big forehead and your profile picture that you show out there clearly. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. So thanks for watching. We're going to be live every Friday, True Tone Podcast, and we're at CS Ian's Tech YouTube channel. Then yeah, keep subscribe, like, comment down below if you're watching this video in the future. So yeah. See you guys.